Hi, hello everyone. Hello, welcome back to episode 5 of our Dark Matter series, Conspiracy in the Stars, titled Firefight or Flight. We are back, yay! So excited to be back with the crew. We are getting down to the wire with the last 2 episodes of our series. Gosh darn, I hope this group figures out what the Conspiracy in the Stars is real soon. I feel like
it's the friends we made along the way.
I was gonna say that. I'm so happy you did that. Thank you. Let's. I don't want to take up too much time. So let's go around. Oh, what am I saying? Hi, I'm Jess. I'll start. Hi, I'm Jess. It's my channel. Thank you so much for being here. You're at go_JG on Twitch. Unless you're watching over on Dave's channel, which hi, Dave's channel. Wink.
Hey.
Well, that's right. We are. You can find us on multiple places on the internets. And just want to do some quick thank yous to Roll20, where we are doing all our dice rolls, where this cool music is being piped in from. If you hear any sound effects, that's where it's coming from. It's coming from Roll20. So we want to thank them for the platform we get to use with them, and also for the Roll20 Spotlight Program, where they showcase lots of different cool channels that do different ttrpg stuff, which is real heckin' neat. And of course, we want to thank Mage Hand Press, who do the Dark Matter stuff. They already had their very heckin' successful Kickstarter that got all the way past mechs. So go check out this Dark Matter content and then check it out again, because those mechs will be coming to you soon in space. Mechs in space, good times. Good times had by all. If there's mechs involved, let's be real. Everyone loves a good mech. So I think that's everyone I'm gonna thank. Let's go around and say hi to everyone. Ask them who they are, who they're playing today. Let's start with Latia.
Oh my gosh, it's me, your girl, Latia, playing Keon, the Aviara, son above cleric, who's definitely of age and competent and wonderful. And oh my god, the captions actually spelled everything correctly. That's exciting. Anyway, I'm just here to, have a good time, heal people, and make friends.
Perfect. Awesome. We're gonna go clockwise around. So next up is Dave.
Hey everybody, my name is Dave. Welcome to Day to Day with Dave. I am playing Lucian, half elf. He likes to make potions, he makes bombs 90% of the time. Talks about science, reads books. You got that the Me Boyd Express book that I want to have fun referencing. And yeah, we out here indeed. Hey everybody.
Awesome. Nice. Perfect. Next we're going around to PB. Hi PB.
Hi, I'm PB, and today I will be playing Dr. Summer, an amoeboid binder that has a lot of little buddies to hang around her, thanks to being a binder. And also, a quick request for the chat, whoever's here, could you do me a favor and throughout the show, drop some awesome plant puns in chat? I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. And I'm excited for today's show.
How very dare. Last but certainly not least is Gabe. Hi, Gabe.
Hello, I'm Gabe James Games, pretty much anywhere on the internet. Today I'm playing Zion, the Sniper Vect, who is a very interesting character. He has a microphone that turns into a sniper rifle. He's very strange, but he's going to turn these foes into crop dust.
Playing a space game. Give at least two space puns.
Space
Asteroid dust?
Perfect. Much better. Thank you.
That I'll use to feed my crops.
Fine. I'll accept it. Amazing.
Okay.
Perfect. So last time on our adventure, our crew went around the city investigating some things. They found a body, and then investigated it and poked around, messed the scene of the crime up just a little tiny bit, but then they made sure they weren't there when anyone else showed up. So I guess fair game. And then they went and found some friends at the local motel, and that was good. Got some info there. Found out a little bit about the firm. and then proceeded to get into a firefight. And that's where we ended, literally with our teams split half and half. 2 up on the roof of the buildings, 2 on the ground, and there seems to be 2 groups of security officers shooting at each other. Seems a little odd, but Keon did notice that they are dressed slightly differently. There's something going on there. So after a few pot shots at one side of the security, they have focused down on the side opposite to where Lytia and Dr. Summer are hanging out. And that is actually where we left off. And so because of that, we're going to have to renew our initiative order. I'm just gonna yell it out to y'all so you remember for where we were at. It went in order. It was Lucian, Dr. Summer, Keon, and then Zion. You know, so we're gonna start back up at the round. I'm gonna go ahead and change from these sick chill jams that we by Kevin McLeod. Thank you, Kevin McLeod, for the wonderful sick jams that you provide on Roll20, and we're gonna switch instead to maybe how do we feel about this?
Some
Seem
less
appropriate?
sick jams.
Less
Yes.
sick
Oh, they're gonna be
jams.
sick.
They're
The sounds
there,
of
and
their
then
death.
hang on. Yeah, and y'all are already on. We got a map to give you a little bit of idea of how things are
Oh, dang.
looking. Yeah, if you check it out. So basically, I did make it. Hang on. Hey friends. Did I do the thing? Oh, I put it on the wrong way. Hang on. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead, but basically, and then I'll put it up because I did have it. I put it on the other side, but I will show you stream. Don't worry, I promise. I'll give y'all a little look-see, but basically, Hyun and Dr. Summer are down on this side. The other set of 5 security officers who y'all started to take some shots at are over here on this side. And Lucian and Zion are basically up here. Were you able to see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Lucian, you are at the top of the order. You have already managed to, y'all have managed to, I think you you kind of knocked over one of the officers and injured one of the other ones that are on the side of 5, and one of the officers on the side of 3 is also actually very injured. So, what would you like to do?
So I'm up high.
Yes.
Can I throw a bomb in one of the groups?
Yes. So, just as a reminder, Keon did shout. Keon, what did you shout? Can we get a recap of your shouting, please?
I said something along the lines of, the other ones are the bad ones.
Oh.
So
don't
not the
open
side
up.
I'm on.
Is
The other
that where I'm at?
You are kind of you're kind of over here. See where I'm thinking? You're kind of on you and Lucian and
okay.
Zion are on the top of that building right there. And so you had sights on both sides. You're kind of like able to shoot down on either group. And y'all did ping the folks on this side, but Kiona's yelling at you to get the folks on this side.
Oh, I want to throw it on the one that she pointed out at.
Okay, perfect. So
So
go ahead and...
throw a prismatic bomb. So
Alright.
Lucia gets together just some random components, throws some stuff in there, said, I have no idea what this will do, but I trust Keon. We'll just throw it at them. I don't know what's going on. And tosses the bomb that way.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll for it.
All right, so roll. We gotta get the book out. So you roll a 1d6.
Oh no, for your bomb, you
Huh?
should have it built. For your bomb, you should have it built into your item sheet. Hang on, I know we did that. You got this. You got under character sheet, under name, items, attacks, and spellcasting. You have one that says bomb. Hit that one. Just click on that.
Okay. All right. Through one of those.
Perfect. That unfortunately is gonna miss slightly. Do you want to tell me what this looks like as you, like, it's close? It's very close.
Slightly.
And you missed that's not the number you're looking for, unfortunately.
Ooh. All right, since it was one of those random bombs, I'm just gonna assume that it was acid. So he throws the bomb, acid bursts out, and it burns down whatever object it just landed on. It landed near a nearby car and just slowly sinks in. He's like, "Ooh, you know, imagine if that actually hit somebody. That'd actually be kind of nasty. Not a big fan." Oh, we'll try it again later. As the ends turn.
Do you say all this out loud?
Yep.
Zion,
Just having the whole monologue.
You hear this entire exchange. Okay, so next up in order
You're strange.
is Dr. Summer. You're next.
All right, I'm 100% not typing in things very quickly. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I am going to aim at one of the baddies. Are they in like a group or have they all spread out at this point?
They're kind of all. Hang on, I'm just gonna. I guess I could do it like.
Also, stream, don't forget to continue with the plant puns, especially the space plant puns. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't remember how many spells I used.
So they are. They're all
that.
back here, and they're kind of. There's 3 of them kind of grouped together over here, and then 2 of them a little more over this direction.
All right, I will aim my arrow for the middle of the group of 3. Well, the middle guy in the group of 3. And I am going to try to attack them with my awesome longbow that I materialized out of basically nothing. Realistically, out of my dagger that it grew out this whole thing. But that seems a little bit more confusing, so we'll just pretend it came out of nowhere. And I'm going to equip, as I go to notch an arrow. This one's a little bit different than normal arrows. This is an arrow basically made out of light. It is almost smoldering as I am taking aim for this meanie bobini in front of us. And I am equipping a sun killer arrow. But my attack is exactly the same. It's just the damage it'll be different if it hits. So if I were longbow to hit somebody, where would I be? All right. Do I use Dex for this or can I use my charisma for this? I was just fast reading. Don't mind me. You know, sometimes you just gotta read really fast. You know what? We're just acting like it's that. Dope. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 and boop. Good roll, bad roll, and I miss. So that arrow is just gonna. Oh, do I do anything? If it hits somebody, occupied space within its range. This creature. Oh, well, I guess you could tell me what happens then. Here's what the arrow is supposed to do. It deals. When a sun killer arrow hits a target, it explodes in a 5-foot radius sphere and is destroyed. The arrow can be fired at an unoccupied space within its range. Each creature other than the target within the blast target must succeed on a dex save throw, taking half the damage rolled on the failed save, or no damage on the successful one.
Okay, where were you aiming?
At the middle guy.
Okay. Oh, the big middle guy that was like yelling and stuff. I remember y'all talking about that. That's a big old whiff. So I feel like it either lands like I'm gonna say like it sails over their head and they kind of just let it happen and there's just a big old explosion from the sound of it behind them. So
I like it.
Yeah, it's not like if anything, you just made them look more cool. Like, they look real badass. Now, they didn't even look at that explosion. Like,
Damn. Imagine. And I'm just going to position myself somewhere where I have a better angle on them.
good plan. And I'm gonna remind you, Dave and PB, you both still have one advantage to use at
Okay.
your own preference, whenever you like. And then I'm gonna remember to put this in the chat. That reminds y'all that we do have a way of y'all interacting with the stream and giving our friends out some help if you want, if you feel like. So Lucian, Dr. Summer. Was there anything else for Dr. Summer?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, then it is Keon's turn.
What? No way.
Yep, it is.
I'm looking up a spell. Give me a second.
Okie doke. So,
Because spells are a thing that I can do.
yeah. As a reminder, then I'm gonna go ahead and say that you do have, as I've said, Lucian and Zion are up on top of that building, having just like a mix of Spider-Man and Go-Go Gadgeted their way across the rooftops, I feel like. And
Nice.
That's accurate.
I think that is right. And then Keon and Dr. Summer made their way down the street. You had to go running, unfortunately, because your friends just took off ahead of you. Zion, you saw the initial fight break out and decided to explode a car, which is somewhat of the rubble here, but a lot of this rubble, it seems they were already engaged in quite an aggressive firefight by the time y'all got here, and there is like quite a bit of damage to the buildings all around y'all and like down the street. They've hit and damaged a lot of stuff. They seem to be a mix of shooting directly at each other and just kind of flailing and shooting outwards. It's kind of a mess.
Cool.
Latina?
All right, I couldn't find the spell that I wanted to use, so I'm just going to hit the very large gentleman in the middle on the other side with a guiding bolt,
Okay,
because that's what I do.
please do.
What the heck? That's real rude.
I'm gonna remind you all that we love Roll20 here, and you're not allowed to curse their name, even if you're getting very bad rolls right now.
I'm not cursing Roll20. I'm cursing my luck. I love Roll20. They're wonderful.
Yeah.
But I
mean,
missed, so sad.
Yeah. What is this? So, what does this look like? This guiding bolt. How do you conjure it up? How does it?
So I think I wave my sun staff in the air a little bit, and it's like I wave it, and then I like bring it down to like simulate the guiding bolt coming from the sky to the ground, but it's like I think a bullet or a laser thing just kind of like whizzes past my face, and it like shocks me, so my aim is off.
Extremely fair. Extremely fair. Oh,
2 random advantage plays.
2 random advantages. Can I get 2 rolls of a d4, please? Thank you very much. Thank you so much, stream. We appreciate it.
I will roll 1. That's a 3,
What's another compute?
and that's cocked. And another 3. What the hey, doll?
We're
Kill them all.
Am I?
almost.
Oh, I'm 3. Give one of them to someone else. Do a
Okay.
roll of 1d3. I'll only take one.
Okay, that's very fair.
4.
Let's do
That's Gabe.
My other advantage was a super medal giving me plant and space puns.
I believe you. That makes sense to me. Okay. Another advantage.
I re-rolled and got a 4, so that's Gabe.
Yeah, so one for Gabe, I got it. And one for Gabe and one for PB. Okay, so y'all got those. Just so you know, you do have those. Okay, and so next is actually the dudes across from you they've noticed y'all now. I think we supposed to in the first round they hadn't noticed Lucian and Zion because they were up top, but y'all have been throwing bombs at them and stuff, so I think they've noticed y'all are up there. I think it's fair to say that. So they are gonna take out their pistols and they're gonna shoot at you, but with disadvantage. So, oh dang, that one goes towards Zion. Ooh. And a 9 is not gonna hit. I think 2 of them are doing cover fire on y'all, and the other 3 are shooting towards the security officers where Dr. Summer and Keon are. So, hang on, let me Zion, that is 8 damage.
All right.
And then 14. Oh, okay, the 22 is gonna hit. And that is gonna be against Keon. You see, like right next to you, one of the security officers takes like a big ol' hit.
Oh no.
Yeah. So one of them is already kind of like injured. Only one of them is still looking like bright and shiny new. The other 2 are looking pretty injured.
No.
So you're down to just. They're still up. They kind of went down on like they kind of did like they grunted and they went down to one knee, but they're still like managing to peer over and try and cover. And they were in the initial round. They were trying to tell y'all like we don't know who these people are. We're the security officers here. And I think you found that information to be true. I think you kind of checked that and felt strongly.
I had a real good insight check.
Yeah, I think you did. I think you had a real good one. So that's that round, and now it's going to be the dudes on your side. The friends are always... There's only 2 of them shooting, because one of them kind of went down a little bit more. One of them manages to hit one of the dudes way on the end for 8 damage. Okay. They managed to ping, like, only 2 shots get off, and they managed to ping one of the guys kind of towards the end over here that's shooting at y'all's, but they don't look too stunned by it. They seem to continue with what they're doing. Zion, it is your turn.
All right. Okay. So you said there's one person that looks like they haven't been really injured at all?
Yeah, there's on the side where there were 3 security officers with Dr. Summer and Keon.
Oh, okay.
Only one of them is unharmed. Over on the side where there's 5 of them, they seem to all be moving much more in unison. They seem to all be like this. Looking at it with your knowledge of fighting, you can't help but notice this team seems to be a lot more tactical, a lot more like in how they're holding themselves. They seem to be working a lot more in unison. Whereas like the folks on the side with Dr. Summer and them, they're much more individualistic and such. And only 2 of them on this side have taken any damage whatsoever.
Okay. All right. See, I'm just gonna aim at one on the other side. And since I have an advantage, I'm gonna use it.
Do it.
But I'm also going to. How horrible am I? Okay, I'm gonna bonus action cast Zephyr Strike.
What's that?
So with that, I thought it was gonna tell us, but then instead it just so for it's a concentration for up to a minute. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on 1 weapon attack roll on your turn. This attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit.
Sweet.
So I'm not going to activate Zephyr Strike on my first hit because at level 5 I now get 2.
Ooh.
So I'm going to use my normal advantage on the first hit.
Okay, do it.
And just fire at one of them. For a 15 to hit?
Yep.
All right. So that is 22 points of damage.
Oh my, tell me how you take this person out in one hit. Oh my god.
I want it to be one of those things where like he like is talking to someone else and like giving directions and then like points and then like something hits him and he basically like turns to dust.
Is that what this does? Okay, yeah. Yeah, if that's what this power does, then yeah, absolutely. So it's exactly as you described. This as I said, all 5 of these individuals are so similar. They're working so in unison. There is one head sort of figure kind of calling out orders. Is that the one you took out?
Yeah.
He's literally barking orders at the other individuals and just freezes for a moment, and then is no longer there. That's
excellent.
okay.
Then I'm going to take my second attack and use
please.
So I used my advantage that I got that was gifted, and now I'm going to use the advantage from Zephyr's Strike. I'm the worst. So that's a 17 to hit.
Yep.
For 29 damage.
Yep. Is this the same or is this different because it's your Zephyr Strike?
I'm just thinking it's like a dematerializing rifle almost. If it just one shots him, that's basically
Dang.
what I was headcanoning.
Okay.
So it's
Dang.
maybe it's so much force that because I didn't want them to explode because that just
Yeah.
seems bad.
No, better to turn them to dust. Much more reasonable.
Yeah. Yes,
I
because
mean-
dust I can spread out on my space crops. And I just
Dusting the
basically the one's
fields.
barking orders and he turns to dust. And then I feel like the second in charge starts to do it and then they turn to dust. And I'm gonna wave like
Oh
very
my God.
clearly.
Yep.
And
Okay.
screaming at my microphone, that was me.
Very nice. Okay, perfect. Well, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
You keep shooting, you're next.
Perfect. It's back to the top of the order. It is Lucian. Lucian, please tell us what you're up to.
All right. Well, Lucian just saw how Zion just evaporated him and said, "That was pretty cool. I'm gonna make that one day. That's really interesting." So the Lucian gets another bomb. This time throws a regen it. So he's like, "Let me just add this little bit. I want to do a little extra. You know,
Yep.
mixing it all up, let it be random, and then this time with advantage, he tosses it right towards the remainder of the group.
Yep. Do it. Let's
So
see it.
click on bomb.
Yep.
Oh, I think it doesn't work. Is it 1d6? I think I unhighlight. Oh, there we go. This one?
Okay.
No,
No,
not
that's a
because
save.
I think because I clicked on it, it vanished out.
Hang on. I think I had your sheet open. Lucian. So, hang on. It is
Slight gray.
So what you'll want to do is click. Does that not work for you to click in the right above the attacks and spellcasters? There's a little plus symbol, and there's the one that says bomb. That's the one you should be able to click. It should go roll with a +4.
Here-
That's it. There
Here we
you
go. Sorry about that.
No,
All
you're
right,
good.
great.
You're
I'm here
good.
for it. Sorry about that.
Perfect. No, that's amazing. Do not. So that's not only is that a hit, that's a critical success. So please hit the bomb damage, and we'll see where you're at for that.
All right, bomb damage, and the region adds plus the D10, right?
Yeah. So you're gonna roll another D10. So over on the left side, there's a little dice symbol. You're gonna go down to the D10, and yeah, you got
Oh, one.
it. Who?
It's okay.
This
All
is
right.
very important. Who were you shooting this at, though? Because there were 3 people
Um,
left. 2 of them were already injured.
Right. I wanted to do the one that wasn't injured.
Okay, perfect. So that is 5, 6, 7 points of damage. What does this look like?
All right, I'll roll the die to see what bomb this is. So this one is actually poison. It is absolute poison. So it just kind of poofs in front of him, gives like this poisonous cloud, and Lucian's like, "Oh man, that wasn't dust, but it's kind of close. It looks kind of cool. We'll figure it out next time. We'll try it another time." Just out loud, and looks at Zion and said, "So you approve?"
You're slightly terrifying. I respect that.
I'm here for it. I'll take it.
Friendship
It is his
through
turn.
decimation.
Decimation. I'll write that down.
Amazing. That's perfect. All right. So there are now 3 injured folk on the other side. Over on your side, Dr. Summer and Keon, you will be next up in a second, and you just saw two figures get they were there. Now they're not anymore. There seem to only be 3 figures there now. Dr. Summer, you're next. What would you like to do?
I am gonna try again. I'm gonna knock another fiery, smoldery arrow, and I'm gonna aim for, as you know, those 2 guys are dead. I'll aim for the other group. That is actually a group. See if I can make this work. And I will use one of these amazing advantages given to me by chat. Thank you once again for the support, guys. This one. 23. All right. Okay. And then if everything goes well, when I hit that one, 11 fire damage to that guy, and wait, just put it in. There we go. They must make, whoever's around that person must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, perfect. So because there was kind of one all off by himself, and then there was a group of 2, so you shot it at one of the people in the group of 2, so as to get this result. That's a dex save they need to do?
Yes.
Okay. Well, does an 11.
No. It'd have to beat a 14, so they take same damage. What is
They
that?
take
11.
the same amount of damage?
I'm assuming it doesn't say anything else, right?
Dang, that's amazing. Okay, you see, one of these figures was already fairly injured. The other one was pretty good. One of them goes down, and the one next to him, is it almost like a moment later? There's like, one of you hit one, and then is it almost like a moment later? There's like a secondary like wave of light, and takes the other one out.
Yeah, just an explosion of light and fire.
Perfect. Well, one of them goes down entirely, and the other one can no longer be seen from view. But that's simply due to the fact that he has taken a knee. So there are two people remaining. There are 2 people remaining in this firefight against y'all. Is there anything else Dr. Summer would like to do here?
Dr. Summer will get into we'll run over closer to Zion and Lucian. I probably can't get to them, but I'll get somewhere closer to them.
Okay.
And I'll look at Keon behind me and be like, "Come on, let's go meet up with the guys." And that'll be that.
Nice. Awesome. Keon, it's your turn. This just happened. What's Keon doing?
This did. So the one who got shot really badly, is he like still breathing?
He is still breathing. He's really not looking good.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, "Hey, don't die," and I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him as a bonus action.
Okay.
Not in my thingy, so I have to say that. Okay, that's cool. He gets 8 hit points.
Okay, yeah, that gets him. He seems like kind of. I don't know why, but he does seem very encouraged by your words to not die. He does seem to get back up and is getting kind of like propping himself up on the remnants of a car that is there, and gets back into place and just thanks you and like gives you a nod.
Then, sweet. Then I'm gonna run forward, pulling my sun staff out from underneath my cloak, and I'm gonna catch up with Dr. Summer and fire at one of the 2 remaining gentlemen that I can see on the other side of the car.
Please do.
Oh my stars and gardens.
Did you say stars and gardens?
I
So
did.
here for it.
It did.
Yeah.
So here's what happens. Here's what happens. I pull my sun staff out from under my cloak, and I'm running and I'm running and I'm running, and I'm like, I'm gonna look totally cool. I do this, and I like slide on the ground, except I don't really slide so much as I like trip and fall backwards, and my sun staff goes kind of like upward, and you see the blaster go like the blast from it go like up into the air, probably like narrowly missing Zion or Lucian or something, but it was gonna be super cool.
If you're going to aim for me, don't miss.
I'm
wasn't-
quite glad you did miss.
I wasn't trying to aim for if I was gonna aim for you, you know.
I don't
You
think
know.
we would. I don't think we would.
Not really.
No, that's the thing. I'm not trying to, but if I were trying to, you definitely know.
I didn't know that was coming.
We should find the
The parents.
parent
I
of
agree.
that person.
Stop talking.
Really
Stop
true.
talking
they-
about. I'm an adult. Stop talking about me.
Are they still drunk?
No, shut up. I hate you all. I'm going home.
That confirms that they
Oh,
are.
go back to your parents.
Then I like stand up and I like brush off my robes, and now I'm out there in the middle of the field with Dr. Summer, and that's my turn.
Yeah, y'all are kind of definitely somewhere in the middle now of this street. Hang on, I gotta move this out of the way, and then I will pull this back up so folks can see. Let's bring this up. Yeah, because y'all were over here safely behind these cars, and I would say you made it. Do you both have like 30 feet of movement ish?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Did you both take your full movement towards, so like approximately you would make it like approximately to the building, like the other two are over on the top of like this
Yep.
building here. So you did manage to make it sort of there. But I would say you don't have enough movement to like make it into the alley to hide, unfortunately.
That's fine.
No fear.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're all on the same page, because guess what? Now it's the fancy security officers' turns, and there's 2 of them left, and you have just, come out into the open, and they are going to, in fact, shoot at both of you. This, we will say the first one is for Dr. Summer. Dr. Summer, for you.
Yes.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
7 damage. So they take out, they all have these identical pieces of armor, they have these identical uniforms, they have identical guns, everything. And they just both turn almost in unison at the 2 of you, and just fire off these shots. So they get
What kind of damage is that, you think?
It is
Radiant?
Yeah, I think it is radiant damage on these.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think a lot of the sci-fi weaponry in Dark Matter, a lot of the basic guns are kind of radiant blasts. I'm pretty sure. So this one is for Keon. 12.
Misses. I make up for my horrendous mistake by deflecting the blast with my sun staff before I put it away.
Very nice. And now it is the turn of the security officers that you were siding with. They see you all making this dash, and they are now going to, in the moment that the other folks are distracted, they are going to take a second to try and shoot. 15. That 19 is going to hit 8 damage. One of the fancy officers shooting at y'all takes a hit, but kind of just Terminator style, barely goes back, looking at y'all again. And now it is Zion's turn. Zion, hey Zion, what you doing? How's it going?
I'm gonna shoot more.
Okay, tell me about it.
It's tried and true.
Okay, I dig it.
Every other time. So okay, is there anyone else that seems like they've now taken charge?
No, these ones seem to be, the remaining 2 officers just seem to be focused on what is happening and just working uniformly towards what they see is the obvious target.
Is one of them taller than the other?
Yes, I would say the one that is further along, the one's a little further away, is the taller
Okay,
one
I'm
of
gonna
the
shoot
2.
at that one, but I'm gonna
Okay.
aim towards their legs.
Okay. Tell me how that goes.
Thank you. Okay, so let's see. Gonna aim towards their legs. This might hurt. For a 11 to hit.
I'm sorry.
All right.
It does not.
So I feel like the shot probably goes wide as he's a little distracted and starts laughing to himself. Focus. I'm gonna take my second shot
Okay.
for a 5. No.
I'm very sorry. A
don't
5
think-
does not hit.
But wait. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm
But
holding.
wait,
I'm
there's
holding.
more.
There,
Because
look.
Zephyr Strike is still active, I can give myself advantage on one weapon attack on my turn.
Okay.
So
Good.
I'm gonna use my advantage for the missed shot.
Yeah, you did say it was concentration, so that makes sense.
Yes. So that is a 13 to hit.
Oh, I'm sorry, that does not hit.
They live to lag another day.
We are back to the top of the round. Lucian, there are two of these folks left. They are pretty injured looking. I would say at this point, at the start of this round, you noticed over kind of across the street from y'all, a little garage door opens up and a few more officers come marching out. And they are once again similar to the officers that are hiding over here that you have cleared out mostly. They seem to be stepping uniformly. They seem to be wearing identical clothing. They seem to have identical weapons, and they all in line start to exit out of this building. It is your turn. What would you like to do, Lucian?
Do you think they're in range to get attacked? Like if
I would say
or something?
with your height advantage, considering what you were doing is lobbing, I would say you can hit them if you want. If you want to
Okay,
just shoot
okay.
directly at those.
All right, so Lucian, since he's, pretty relaxed his battle, he picks up the book and said, you know what, I thought of something funny from this. So he gets together his components, makes a new bomb, and said, this is going to be kind of funny. So that he tosses a laughing gas bomb right at the huge group. And let's do a bomb throw.
Oh yeah, that absolutely. What does the sheet say the effects of your laughing bomb are? Tell me what this.
It's poison, 1d6
Okay.
for it, and they can't do save throws, I believe. I'm not too sure on that.
All right, roll me a d6.
But
see
roll
how much
1d6?
poison- Yeah, we'll see how much poison damage they take. So you just hit a group of 3.
Group of 3?
Yeah. Because they were.
He knows.
coming out.
So it hits the group of 3. He says, I want to see what's going to happen. I wonder how funny it is to them.
I almost want to hear Lucian just yell down a joke at this point. Like,
Oh,
my God.
man. I forgot a joke. I got none. You know what's fun, everybody? He yells to him, science! As the group busts out laughing, he's like, you know what? Wit's not my strong point, but they like my jokes.
Science witch.
This is perfect, yeah. So these three very serious, very stern uniform officers, like, you just see this door, this metallic door, kind of like rise up, and these three officers start marching out, and as if they're going to make their way as reinforcements towards these remaining two officers, and you just lob this bomb directly in their midst. It goes off, each of them starts coughing, and then they start laughing, and they all just start cackling, and they're just pointing, these very serious, they're just pointing at each other and like laughing, like they've just heard the funniest thing in the whole wide world. Amazing. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
I was just trying to tell them about science, he says out loud, looks at Zion.
You know, I think they're getting a good lesson.
Perfect.
Indeed.
Dr. Summer, what are you doing? You've made it out onto the street. You are very close to where Lucian and Zion are, but they are up a few stories. What would you like to do?
I would like to continue aiming at the baddies who are still up. So I was attacking before those faux guys, those faux memes. Man, let me tell you, reading and talking, not my strong suit. I am going to I'm gonna continue running between the last scene and this scene. I'm gonna continue running on my way into the alley to get a little bit of cover. So as I am running, what I'm going to do is my buddies who are always floating around me, whether they're visible or not, I'm going to direct my little chill guy, which, if you would like a reminder, my chill little a sparkly boy is actually a blue corgi who will do the adorable hop until it becomes a ray of frost towards the bad guy behind me. So I'm running and I'm like, hey, chill. Go hit that guy. Well, I get behind cover. And they'll be like, Celestial Bork, and just make his way towards the baddie until he becomes a little ray of frost. And let's see if they hit. I just hit this button. I hope so. The 21 hit them? Yeah.
Oh yes. The 21 does hit. What does your cute dog do? Oh, I see.
That is 13 cold damage. That's what my cute little corgi Bork does.
Okay. I'm gonna assume this was on the officer closest to you, so this one was kind of on the end, closest to the buildings, and this cute little blue corgi does, I don't know what a celestial Bork sounds like, but I'm very intrigued. And it's celestial Borks its way all the way over to the officer, who doesn't seem to fear it at first until it bites him. And he literally kind of freezes in place. And then I'm gonna say shatters. And this seems to be the theme for what y'all are doing to these figures. So that one's gone.
They're terrifying, huh?
And as it returns back to me, all happy, wagging its little nub, I'm like, oh, who's a good chill? You were a good chill. That was a good job. Good job.
Amazing. Perfect. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'm behind cover. My little Bork did its job, and that's it.
Perfect. Next up is Keon.
Cool. There's one guy left?
There's one guy left behind the barricade of like cars and like wood and barrels and things that they seem to have collected off the street to make this barricade. There's one left all the way on the opposite end.
Okay. I need that person to make me a dexterity saving throw. That's a terrible for Sacred Flame.
12.
Finally. So I like point at him and I'm like, if this doesn't work, I quit. And you see like bright radiant flames kind of like wreath up around his feet, and he takes 7 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, this seems too much after all the damage he's already taken, and he also, I'm sorry, Keon, does this one also just turn to dust, or what? What remains, please? That seems to be
No. Okay,
you don't have
I look
to.
up at the I look up at the roof and I'm like, but this doesn't do that.
And Zion's face like opens up and it's a weird like tonguey mouth. And then there's just a thumbs up LED on the screen.
So I guess I just get really angry and make the radiant flame hotter and burn him in the ash. Sure, I get mad about it and I'm like, just burn.
I look over to Lucian. I might adopt her.
She did evaporate. The word of the day, decimates.
Decimate.
It's like I just think about it really hard. Like I'm like, can we please make these radiant flames like super, super hot so that I can join the evaporation crew? I just want to be a member of the evaporation crew. And then it happens, I guess.
I'm so proud.
I'm proud of you, drunk one, he yells from the top of the tower.
Not drunk.
Amazing. Is there anything else you wanted to do on your turn?
Yeah, duck into the alley that Dr. Summer also ducked into.
Perfect. That makes
As you're running in, I have like my hand out for a high five.
I give you one, although I'm not quite sure why you've done it. But I give you a high five.
Heck yeah. Good job.
Thanks.
Oh my god. So those five officers are gone. Where those 3 officers are laughing to themselves, they're gonna try and make wisdom saves to try and stop laughing. So no, that's not fair. They all stop. They all like, we're just laughing uproariously and pointing at each other and like just laughing. And they'll like stop for a second. They'll like take a breath. And then they continue laughing. They like, just like renewed laughter. So they continue. The remaining 3 officers that where Keon and Dr. Summer just came from are gonna attempt to make shots. Managed to hit one of them. 6 damage. One of them gets like shot in the shoulder, like looks at it, and then laughs some more, like just like like everything is just the funniest thing ever to these people. 6. Sorry, I'm marking down the points. Okay. That and next up is Zion. Zion, what are you doing? How's it going? Hey Zion, what's up?
I look down at Keon and I'm just very proud. I'm very proud. And like I'm taking aim while also looking at Keon. Look at the target. Look at Keon. Yes. Raising them right. I'm going to fire at the officer.
Okay, please do.
Did you?
I'm going to use my advantage to start on this for the
Yep.
attack because of Zephyr Strike. And then if it doesn't work, then I'll just cry. 19 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits. Oh yes.
Okay.
100 percentile.
For 27 points of damage.
What happens to this laughing person?
You know those videos where like someone like gets flown backwards like at a ridiculous speed? I think that's what my concussion rifle does this time. It instead of doing a small fired burst, he probably like flips a switch so it's more, instead of a pinpoint burst, it's more of a wider burst. and it just hits them and sends them flying backwards with a ridiculous amount of force.
Nice. So basically, this dude was busy laughing at everything that was going on here, is like in this cloud of like green gas, I think you described, Lucian, and suddenly just with no evidence of what hit him, goes flying back into the wall and then turns to dust.
Yeah. Everything
just kind of hits the wall and explodes in this cloud of dust. Anything else, Scion?
No, actually. I think Zion's he's taken out, what, 3?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay.
He kind of just like sits down and leans against the wall and like looks at Lucian. Should we let them finish cleaning up?
Indeed, I could get with that. I want to see more decimate.
Yes. Keon, decimate.
Decimate.
That's my turn.
Not impressed.
You're the worst.
Amazing. If that is the end of your turn, at the end of this round, you notice that from the security office building, which is kind of in the center of all this almost looks like it came out from there, almost as if these very serious officers came in to approach and almost come at the security office, it looks like. And these other officers were protecting it. Another sort of metal door starts to rise. And from this door, you see 2 lights turn on. You hear an engine rev. And out of this doorway comes a large armored car. And inside this car, all of you will recognize Sir Helio Horus driving.
Oh.
And in the passenger seat, you see, bound and gagged, Professor Oren.
Of course.
PB,
So we were right. That's awkward.
What did I say?
And you see this car sort of, as the doors rise, this car just rev and move forward and start to head down the street and smash through the barricade that the very serious 5 officers had been standing at. It seems to, like, it heads out, it squeals its tires on this sharp turn, it hits this barricade and manages to get through, but also kind of gets stalled at the end of the street for a moment. And just at the end of the street, you see Sir Helio Horus look up and see all of you, and then start to head down the street. And for that, I'm going to say this music is going to stop for a second. And I'm going to ask, what does Team Dust want to do here? You have a moment.
I want
now
to shoot, but
the
I'm
car
going
that-
to wait for
that Professor
what
Oren
other
is in?
people say.
Okay, go ahead. Please tell me.
All you hear is Keon on the ground floor, like, I knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew it. That's just it. Like, she's mad.
I was like, what is there more?
No, she's just saying that like over and over. Like she's so mad.
Decimate. Decimate. I want that on a shirt. I just wanted to say decimate 3 times because I feel like that's a really disconcerting thing. I'm gonna think about that.
Team Decimate?
Yes. Are we shooting? I would like to shoot.
We don't want to hurt the professor.
We can fix him.
I mean, technically, yeah, but no.
Why not?
Can you see where they're going from up there?
I want to shoot the car.
Okay, take a shot.
Okay, actually, out of character, are the players fine with me shooting the car? I want to.
Shoot it.
Shoot it.
Yes,
Shoot
yes,
it.
yes, I am.
Then yes, I'm going to shoot the car.
Are you trying to take out a tire? Are you trying to, like, what are you aiming for?
Ooh, that's a tough question.
Yeah, what are you are a sniper, so do you want to try and, like, this isn't, I will remind you, it is an armored vehicle.
Is it still in range?
It is still in range. It seems to have, it squealed out of the garage. It made a sharp turn. It managed to make its way through the barricade, and it got kind of like spun around just at the end of the street. So it has not made its way down onto the next street yet.
Do they have regular tires? I want to throw a potion of growth at the tire.
Okay. There's a whole bunch we gonna do.
I would say you have 1 round to react, and then
Okay. Hold on, I'm seeing.
Team no
what is
evidence.
Can I try that?
action?
yeah,
I'll let go
please.
first.
Yeah, Zion and Lucian, you can both take your actions if you want. I would say that you have enough time for both of you.
Is there something I could grow that he can run into? I feel like if you grew a tire, it would just pop, and then the car is just gonna spin out of control. So I only use catapult to throw a potion of growth at one of the tires.
Okay.
Oh, I might need help with catapult again. Do I scroll over catapult and click on it?
Yeah, hang on one second. Let me. I think I
Yeah,
have
you
your
should be able to click on catapult.
All right, let's try it. Oh, not bad. I gave information.
That's okay. What does it say?
Oh, so it's a dexterity saving throw from the thing.
Okay. Hang on, let me check my tank stats. 1 second. I literally like am pulling up.
And then I'm just gonna fire and if this thing came out right afterwards, Zephyr Strike lasts for a minute, so it would have been 2 rounds already. So would it still be up?
How long does it last?
A
Did
minute?
you say 1 minute? It's still up. You're good. You're good.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll this and then add. So that's a 20. I'm sorry. It is a very fast armored
fine, too.
vehicle.
No.
Give me hope. I need this. I need this.
Zion, you can't just shoot your way out of all your problems.
You're wrong about that, because that's a 22.
Gosh darn
Yeah,
it.
23.
Okay, what are you aiming at?
I'm aiming at a tire.
Okay. Yep.
And so there's an extra 1d8 because of not Zephyr Strike, because of 1 shot, 1 kill. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with unless I don't know if the car is going to count as a creature, it's up to you. It deals an additional 1d8 if I haven't moved. Is the car counting as a creature for this circumstance?
The car is not a creature. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So that's 32 points of thunder damage.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Excuse me. That's not right. That can't be 32. 13 plus
No.
8. 31.
21.
30.
21. 13 plus 8 is 20.
21.
Well, excuse me. 10 plus 13 plus 8.
Okay, that's 31.
31.
Yeah. Got
Okay.
there together.
All right.
Teamwork.
Yeah. I would say this. So this car makes its way out of the garage. It smashes through this thing. It stalls kind of at the end of this street. Lucian, you throw that bomb, and it doesn't quite make it, and some piece of debris nearby expands really large, but it is not in the way of the vehicle. Zion, you take this shot, this complimentary shot, and it does hit the tire. The tire goes, and you see the car shudder, but you see him still step on the gas, and you hear the screeching and the crunch of a tank on a rim, on 3 tires and a rim, making its way, and it does start to make its way around this corner. So that has this.
So I hit it though, right?
Yes, you did. 100%. You absolutely did.
No, wrong thing. Never mind. Okay. Never mind. That's dang it, different class. No, stop doing that.
Are you hunters marking this car?
No. I was thinking of something else. Hunter's Mark doesn't let me keep track of it.
I
I
don't
was
think
thinking
so,
of.
but you can
I was thinking
hear.
of Hex.
I think you can hear. Like, I think you have damaged this car. It is making its way down the street. It is
Oh, it's
slowed
not
down,
quiet.
and it is not quiet. And I do not think it is a problem at this moment for y'all to track it. You the firefight dies down at this moment, as you've dealt with pretty much all of those fake officers that were in the way. You can see the three that are helping each other get back up that you were helping. And you hear this car kind of crunching its way down the street, and you see a bunch of people start coming out onto the street as if to almost like look around and see what has happened here, like to kind of understand this situation. And you see, I would say, not far from where you are, Keon and Dr. Summer, you see a bunch of like young kids all coming out and looking towards that car just went, just being like, hey man, what the heck, we were like gonna go that way. And it is a group of kids, and they all seem to be holding various hoverboards, some of them with flame detailing, some of them with lightning, some of them with all sorts of things here. Oh man, I can't believe this just happened. What the heck, those guys tearing up the streets. Only we're supposed to do that. Oh,
Excuse me,
sucks.
children.
Yeah?
I will give you.
Who you calling children? Hey, man?
You.
Like, okay.
You.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
How much was your hoverboard?
Oh man, sweet Summer Betsy. I love her. What are you talking about? You want my hoverboard?
Yeah, I just want to borrow it for a second. I need to catch that car, and it's gonna look really cool when I do it.
Like the other kids, like behind. There's three other kids behind this kid, and they're all like whispering to each other. Like, okay, how much you got? Were you gonna offer them money, or were you gonna try and make a persuasion? What were you trying to do here?
Both. I was going to. Would I know vaguely how much a hoverboard like costs?
I don't know. Do you tell me? Does Keon know how much?
No, Keon does not know. Keon does not know at all. So I would like to make a persuasion check to liberate this small child of their hoverboard.
Yes, please do.
All right.
I'm gonna do
this is-
dumb thing.
Are you
gonna go
doing?
swimming.
Are you doing deception, intimidation, persuasion? What are you trying to do?
No, this
here?
is persuasion. I'm
Okay.
gonna catch this car and I'm gonna look super cool while I do it.
Okay.
Yes. You can see she's looking at this hoverboard like she's never seen anything like it before in her life. She looks so like she wants it, but she is herself is not convinced of how cool she's going to look. Like she is how do you do, fellow kids? I'm going to look so rad on this hoverboard.
Yep. Yeah. So I definitely think you had this kid's attention. You were stern enough with him to like get him to like behave for a second there, and then you try and pull this, and he just like takes a step back and is like holding his hoverboard a little closer. Is there anything anyone else is wants to do in
I
this
got
situation?
something.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I literally I look up and I say, Zion, I want this kid's hoverboard.
Okay, daughter. Okay, you know what? So mechanically he would climb down, but thematically he would jump down like I Am Legend
Yeah.
and stand in front of these children. Hello, small flesh sacks.
Awesome.
My daughter and I would like 2 of your hoverboards. I offer you a whip, 15 gold, and
Your lives.
Slow down, sweetie. That's step 3 if we have to get there. I offer you a whip, 15 gold, and a wristwatch, and a dead thwirl.
They looked entirely unimpressed until you brought out that dead thwirl skeleton, and they were like, oh, dang, that's pretty cool. But, like, there's still, like, he's still this first kid that's in front of you that Keon was already trying to talk to. Just like, man, this board cost me a whole 100 credits. I've been working on this one for so long. I don't know. Do you wanna try?
I'll give you a laser sword.
Roll me persuasion with advantage.
Look at your face, Jess.
Do you have a laser sword?
Yeah, this is my starter
Oh
equipment.
my god. Okay. Oh my god.
You'll pull your eye out, kid.
21. I need somebody to clip Jess's reaction.
he holds out the hoverboard at you, like, here, man, give me the sword.
Did I have an extra sword? I don't know.
And he motions to one of his friends, and one of the friends comes forward and hands you and also reaches for the thwirl skeleton from you, Zion, and offers you Keon the other board. There's still two more kids here. If anyone else would like to do
that?
All right. Well, Lucian throws a teleportation bomb and just appears in front of the children. Say, hey! Hey, kids. Oh, man. Just imagine being able to teleport like this. But you can too, but I need a hoverboard. You want some bombs? And he pulls out some teleportation bombs, throws one over there, teleports, throws one over there, teleports back, and said, that's kind of cool. Want to make a trade? I'll make you 8 of them.
Wow.
The two kids are kind of nodding. I guess, oh man. Do you make me either you can make me a performance check to see how charismatic that just was, or you can make me a persuasion check to and you can do with advantage either of them, because that was a very good performance, honestly.
I'll go for performance.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. They one kid collects the 2 boards and starts reaching them over to you, and then the other one's just making hands for the bombs. They're just gimme on all the bombs. You're like
He's like, oh, okay, thank you all. So he makes the trade, and with his last bomb, he just throws a bomb over to PB. Here you go. As he teleports over. We got boards now.
Okay,
Oh,
all
Dr.
right.
Summer.
You know what? That's true. You know what? Let's just go. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I hope they don't do anything illegal with those. I usually don't pass those out.
I was just giving birth to a new challenger in 12 years.
You should have told them the word. You should have told them about decimate.
Decimate.
Oh man, I fear for that child. Oh well, science.
I gotta admit, I watched that clip 3 times. Jess, I don't think I've ever seen you make a face at any choice I've made like that. That's gonna be something I cherish for literally years.
It's very good. It's very good. I think this is all. So the 4 of you, the 4 of you have 4 very fancy, very impressive hoverboards now in your possession, and a car careening away with the professor who you were all tasked to protect. And I think on that note, we're gonna go ahead and take our break. And when we come back, we will see what happens next. So thanks everyone so much for hanging out. Go get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, get up, do a stretch, all those good things. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for this Conspiracy of the Stars. Is everyone good? Okay, let's go. I'll see you all in a few minutes. Thanks everyone.
Oh my goodness.
There we go. Don't give kids laser swords and mage hand fresh dark matter.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. How's it going? Thanks for being here for this episode of Conspiracy in the Stars. Our crew has just successfully beaten out 2 whole teams of baddies in a firefight. And then Sir Helio Horus, head of security, who they always did not trust, can I say? Y'all never did trust that guy. Did just leave the security offices with a visibly bound and gagged Professor Orin Gogglefogger, the exact fellow who called you here and asked for your help and protection. You managed to throw some bombs, shoot some shots, and this heavily armored tank is still careening through the streets, but now on only 3 tires. It is making its way somewhat limpingly injured through the streets of Port Nomad, and you have successfully, in a variety of creative ways, collected yourselves some fancy sci-fi hoverboards that the youths seem to be using to speed heavily through the streets of their own accord, and now they're yours. So friends, what can you, each of you, I would like to go around and ask each of you what your hoverboard looks like, and how you are, how comfortable you look riding astride it. Let's go in reverse order from what we normally do. I'm gonna ask Gabe first. Gabe, what does Zion's board look like, and how's this looking right now?
So it was that first kid's hoverboard, right? The one they called like Old Bessie, or was it Old Betty?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So it's probably like kind of tricked out with red LEDs that have a code-like sequence going up the sides, and I feel like in the center there's like a gigantic red eye that's actually like a screen with like a reinforced hardened like polymer plastic over it, and it actually blinks every now and then. And when Zion sees that, he kind of like captures the image and like replaces his own visor inside of his shell with that same blinking eye. Yeah. Sick.
Nice. Awesome. So Dr. Summer, Dr. Summer, what does your board look like, and how happy are you to be upon such a thing?
The hoverboard that Dr. Summer was given, or handed, I should say, is a cool dark purple, and around the edges of this hoverboard is a cyan LED strip that just keeps going round and round. And it's slow, it's just a little dot that just goes round and round, but when you're riding it, it looks like the whole thing is going really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a really cool like nebula decal on it. And then Dr. Summer is kind of stoked to be on this board. She hasn't been on one since her first undergrad, and she is excited. It's almost just like old times, except a little less smoky.
Amazing. I love it. Lucian, what does your board look like? How comfortable are you on one of these devices? Please tell me.
So Lucian feels amazing on this hoverboard. And when he first got it, it was this nice, cool blue, pretty basic one initially. But he's like, I used to work on these in college. So he just started tricking it out, pulling out some tools and piecing it together. And now when he's on it, it's like has like a magnetic pull for his foot, so he don't have to worry about falling off. It's pretty ease of access. And with his familiarity, he just kind of tricked it out a little bit. Another thing that he got some tools. He has like an ink pen and scroll. He's like, you know what, Zion, you should do this too. So he wrote these amazing words, just this one word, It's like, decimate. And then science on it. So yeah, here's paint if you want it. So he feels great.
Perfect. I love it. Amazing. And Keon. Hey, Keon.
This one it's black. It's got it looks more like a galaxy. Like it's like straight black, and then all of a sudden there's like this like streak of like Milky Way purple pink stars that kind of like wraps around it, and some of those stars seem to sparkle as if they are tiny LEDs in this hoverboard. She looks all right standing on this thing, I guess. She's never ridden one.
Oh, perfect. Amazing. So each of you gets on your respective boards, and you're able to, in the time it takes you to make it down to the end of this street where the car was kind of, where the tire was damaged and the car kind of like lost control a little bit and kind of was forced to move out. You could tell both by having seen the movements and the tracks that remain from it that it looked like it almost wanted to turn sooner, wasn't able to, has made its way kind of around, and you can see even just now as you are making your way here that it is only, in the time it took to turn around due to you harming it, it is only now making its way through the next street down. That doesn't look like a street for cars. In fact, this is a street covered in tents and stalls. This seems to be somewhat of a market or a bazaar, and you hear some shouts as people are kind of diving out of the way of this vehicle, and there is debris falling down. So I'm going to need each of you, as you make your way, you are able to gain speed very quickly. However, there's pieces of wood, there are pieces of sheets, fabric, metal, things coming down at you as you try and make your way to this end of the street where you can see the car heading. I need each of you to make some sort of a strength or athletics check to avoid being, to keep clear this path. People are moving out of your way willingly. The stuff is not. The stuff you will have to convince. So either give me an athletic check or tell me how else you would like to deal with this.
I'm gonna do acrobatics.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't want to give you an athletics check. I would like to do some sick flips over this stuff.
All right.
Like
that
father,
is...
like daughter.
All right. Do it, please. Give me them rolls.
Oh, I'm terrified. I'm terrified.
I use a teleportation bomb.
Okay.
I will say you can't. I'm gonna say you're not gonna.
Acrobatics?
I'm gonna say here's the thing. I will say that is something you can keep in your pocket. You just used up several doing the performance and then giving them all up. I'm gonna say you have literally one left handy right now, so you can either use that now or you can save it for later. It's your call on when you would like to use that.
Acrobatics.
Okay, perfect. Do that. Dr. Summer, you
have an advantage.
You are the only one left with an advantage. Hey, Stream, if you want to help, these people are about to have to do a whole series of fun checks. So if y'all want to help them out, there are, $5 will get a random advantage. $10, you can tell me who needs that advantage. $20, they get a nat 20. They get to take over that scene and tell us exactly what they do and how they, the badass performance they make. What do we got so far? And that's exclamation point conspire in the chat. If someone wants to throw that in there, thank you. We have a 14 and a 7 so far. Anyone else?
I'm gonna make an acrobatics check. I'm gonna whenever I see debris, I'm gonna actually try to like hold my board with one hand and then fire my concussion rifle into the ground to like launch me up so I can flip over it.
Damn!
So here's hoping this isn't a failure.
Oh no, that's gonna be so cool.
Oh damn, okay.
I don't even want to succeed.
Dr. Summer, are you doing athletics?
I am gonna be doing athletics, and I would like my just trying to muscle my way through.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be sending out my oh god, what They're
Your
called
spirits?
something. Yes, those. Yep. Gonna send those guys out to like try and run interference for me. For anything that may be flying at me, I'm gonna be like, all right, chill, go hit that one. And then I'll try to like be like, oh gosh, okay, Sparky, go for that one. And it's just gonna be like doing that as I try and maneuver my way through here, and hopefully I don't fail.
Damn.
18.
Dang.
Yeah. So this is amazing. We also got a donation. Dave, do you want to roll me a d4 and we're gonna see who gets this fair advantage? Gabe.
That's Gabe.
Oh, Gabe. I
Gabe?
just said Dave.
Sorry. Yeah, no. You rolled it, and because you rolled a 4, it means that Gabe gets the advantage. So let me. And
Let me do more cool things.
awesome.
Thank
Okay.
you for blessing me.
Perfect. All right. You know what? As a group, y'all did fairly well. So definitely, Keon, you kind of went first based on this description. You going first, you do manage to duck and dive. Lucian, you following behind. Don't see, because Kiona's almost blocked your sight, because Kiona's right in front of you. And I'm going to say that one of these pieces of debris hits you, and it's just this little, you take 1 point of damage as as a very small piece of stall kind of smacks you in the gut for half a second. Zion, you do this really cool maneuver. It doesn't quite go as like swimmingly as you had hoped, but you do manage to avoid almost all of this. And Dr. Sutton, go ahead.
I would like to say real quick, as I've gone first, as I watch the things happening behind me, I'm like, keep up, old man.
I don't know if I want to murder her or raise her. Is this love?
Amazing. I love it. This is so good. Dr. Summer, you're actually, you've said this before, Dr. Summer is a strong doctor. And you've already like knocked one piece out of the way, and then another piece is flying at you, and your like chill corgi pup just like gives that celestial bork and like bites it like it's fetching a stick and stops it from hitting you. And as you do that, you all manage to make your way out of this sort of market area. And you immediately, as you come out, it opens a little bit more for half a second, only for you to see that the car has now squished itself down an even tighter alley. All of you need to make a sharp turn in order to follow behind and pursue this vehicle. It kind of is, it's those zigzagging streets that seem not very planned out on this Port Nomad. Each of you needs to be fairly capable with your hoverboards here, so I would suggest a piloting check, but you can tell me how you do something else. Try to find something a little more. Let's see.
What is piloting?
It's
Yeah.
intelligence.
Oh, it's intelligence?
Yep.
With intelligence?
Pretty sure. Why is everybody confused? Now I'm doubting myself. I was convinced.
No, you're probably right.
No, I just didn't know. That's a happy exclamation.
It's intelligence.
Great.
Y'all had me messed up. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
well, now I
it's-
don't know.
It's how well did you immediately pick up and know how to use these boards to your advantage? Yep. Sorry, I meant to pull out my dark matter book.
Say
right
less.
here.
Exactly.
I want to roll first.
Please do.
Watch me work.
Tell me what you're doing, please.
So the first flip didn't work, but that's because he had to really get used to the calibration of this board, and he used the rifle, which kind of threw him off. But as he's standing on the board, he actually switches to the microphone and like stands it in the center, almost like making it a parasol, like he's Jim from Treasure Planet.
Ooh, nice.
And then he's just singing to the microphone, I might be old, but I'm not made of flesh. And like kind of like leans into it.
Amazing. Who's next, please?
I'll go next. Why not? Piloting is actually also it's dexterity, not it's technology that's intelligence.
Then that would be way better. That would be an 18.
So piloting is dexterity. So I will make a.
Don't look at that.
Hey, you rolled the right thing first. I'm gonna go ahead and make that that piloting. 11.
Okay.
Plus, is that? Oh, you're not proficient.
No,
You're
I'm
proficient in hoverboards?
I'm not proficient. Kion is not proficient in hoverboards.
You're slacking.
Okay. Who's making the next try here?
All right. Well, Lucian pulls out a large wrench out of his backpack,
Jesus.
and for the turns, he kind of like pushes the wrench on the ground to kind of prop himself up to kind of hit the wall and skid off of it. So dexterity, right?
Yep, go for it. Nice.
He successfully just bounces off from side to side using the wrench from the ground to kind of steer his way as he slides through.
Yep. And Dr. Summer, what is happening here?
So one time in our undergrad, in a decidedly, adolescent time in her life, was challenged, as one does when you're at like the park, that, to a race. And it was to go around this construction site that was, no trespassing, but like that's only a suggestion. So we go off into the entire place, and you had to go up this ramp, and it was me head to head with this other amoeboid who was an absolute tool, and we're going, and I really want to beat him, and I think back to this time when me and my friend were arguing physics about the possibilities you could do in taking tight corners, what was possible for the tightest corner, because they would argue you always had to take a long rounded corner, and I was like, no, you could absolutely do a handbrake stop and like whip around and take that as a corner. And so we did all of this math to argue that, and I, money where my mouth was on this one race. We went up this ramp, and as soon as we landed, we had to take a sharp corner because there was a wall freshly constructed right in front of us. So as we did that, money where my mouth was, I lowered my center of gravity, grabbed the end of my hoverboard, and absolutely wrenched it around to take this hard corner, just as the math said, because science. And we and I hit that corner while this other guy absolutely smacked straight through that sheetrock and fell through the other side. He was fine. Board, not so much. He was fine. And I ended up winning the race because of science and math. And I would like to argue to say that, could I have rolled my intelligence for that?
Yes, after that explanation, Team Science crew, you can absolutely roll me your intelligence, please do.
And
I'm so excited for this. Thank you.
With this advantage, the Roll20 gods are with me. 17.
Very, very nice. All right. So Zion takes the lead on this. Both Lucian and Dr. Summer, playing the science card here, managed to, with various props, maneuvers, and intellectual data, managed to just barely turn on this super sharp turn, getting into this alley. Keon, you are gonna need to make your way around. You don't quite make the turn, and you are gonna need to take a slight detour, and meet up again at the next possible entrance. You just get too close and cannot make that turn, and the only safe way for you to do it is to take a slight detour around. So you are split. The party is split 3 and 1. But you are all headed in the same direction. The car is still clearly, like, it is just within your sight still. It is easy for you to follow. It is making all this noise. It is leaving behind a trail of damage in its wake, as it fits through. It's lost some of its stability because of what you've done here, and it is smacking somewhat off the walls of this alleyway. And it manages to exit this alleyway and open up into a much larger street. You seem to have finally, for the first time in this chase sequence, have managed to get back onto a very main, large stretch of road. You can see this car still kind of a ways ahead, and as the 3 of you make it out, and Keon, you slightly back, make it just one street down, coming back, also you're meeting up on this big stretch of road, you see in front of you, like, hitting the gas, coming out of an opposite street to y'all on this huge hover bike with an attached sidecar, you see Darkstar Killagob and Tiberius Finter, and they seem to also now be chasing after this vehicle, which clearly has Professor Oren sat in the front seat. And they come around and cut you off and are just slightly in front of you, making their way just ahead of y'all's. They've just made it out, and I'm gonna need each of you to make acrobatics check as Darkstar Killagob turns around in this sidecar and kind of shrugs at you all in a like, sorry but not sorry, and starts taking pot shots at your boards with his shooter. Yeah. So y'all are getting shot at. Please make me some dex checks of some sort. Tell me which. Okay, Zone, you were in the lead. So the cool guy saw.
That's my girl.
Lucian,
I
Dr.
feel like
Summer.
I did a kickflip and then Kian imitated it.
Yeah.
Can I do an athletics check, trying to strategically use my armor to deflect some of these shots instead of trying to dodge them?
Okay.
A 9. Forgot to take off the advantage.
Oh, that's right. Used your advantage. 1 sec. I gotta take that away. So sorry.
You're
sorry.
fine. I'm keeping track.
I gotta take that off.
Though that is a view into the future of, if I had an advantage there, I would have passed.
And sorry, I missed it. Lucian, what's Lucian? You were being shot at. Do you want to? How are you trying to not get hit right now? The other two you've seen, like, literally, Zion is in front of you, Keon is behind you, and they both do these like wicked kick flips. What does Lucian?
I try to deflect with the wrench, the super large wrench I got.
Okay.
Or is that too risky?
You can try.
Just to see if you can just pull a little Star Wars going on right now. What would I roll for that, out of curiosity?
Do you have it as a weapon? You can try and use it as a weapon if you're proficient with it as a weapon.
Yep. That's what I started with. But which one would I click? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Let me see if I got your sheet up. I do have it here. Hit that. Tigger's tool. I would say
large pipe wrench.
Large pipe wrench. Hit that dagger, because we're gonna say that you're using it as if you're using. You are definitely proficient with that. Being a man of science.
Mm-hmm.
Please just hit that dagger, and we'll assume that's your capable and proficient weapon. That's in your.
Ooh, you know. He said, I saw this in the Me Boy book. Hopefully it works as he swings his dagger at the shots.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Lucian, you trying to recreate some real cool scenes in your new favorite book, and Dr. Summer, you just trying to hold out on this one. You don't quite make it, and you're both about to take some radiant damage. Roll me Constitution saving throws to try and take these hits without crashing your bikes. Okay, so Lucian, you take this hit. You're gonna have to take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Let's write that down in your HP. Dr. Summer, 6 points of damage. Oh my god. Make successful DC 12 Constitution saving throw. Dr. Summer, you just Dr. Summer, tell me how you how you managed to stay on your hoverboard despite just taking this shot. That's
I enact the law of centripetal force, and what I do is, as I get hit by one of these shots, I jump as my board starts flipping. I keep going, I catch it midair, I drop it down again, and I land on it, and I just push up on it to try and keep that force. And I'm a little bit wobbly, I almost don't make it. You hear a grinding sound as one of the sides hits the pavement before I manage to right it again. And I keep on going.
amazing. So all of you managed to somehow, 2 of you got hit, but all of you managed to stay on your boards. You managed to keep up right alongside this large bike, despite the fact that you were having shots taken at you. You have a moment. Do any of you think you are capable of shooting back from your bikes? Is that something you would like to do? Or would you like to be defensive? I will allow one or the other, not both.
I wanted to cast Hold Person on both of them.
Do it. Roll it for me.
I need you
Wait,
to
it's
make...
just a... Oh, that's just an automatic, isn't it?
No, they have to try and save.
Okay.
I need a hold on. Because it's not in my what your faces call it. I'm casting it at 3rd level so that I can get them both.
Okay.
But it is a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, okay. Hang on. Let's see this here.
Here for it.
Oh, man. 1 second. I'm going to the appendices of this book right now because I'm like, I have parts of their sheets in, but I don't have... Let's see. Penny, Curie. Captain Lysandra. The Thwirl. Found those stats first. Thwirl stats. Thank you, Buck. Tiberius Vinter. And Darkstar Killigop. What do you have? Tiberius Vinter has +3 to wisdom. Wait. Saving throws? Ooh, +7 to wisdom. Hang on. And,
Rude.
He's the most expensive hired hand in the galaxy. I'm sorry. True. I'm so sorry. True. Where is... Oh, where the heck... Oh, there's Darkstar. Darkstar has... Oh. Darkstar only has +1. Okay. We'll say this first roll is for Tiberius Vinter. 7, that's 14. What was the DC?
15.
Okay, it doesn't even matter at this point what Darkstar gets because it was Tiberius Vinter, if you remember correctly from my description, that is driving the bike. What does this look like? You just grab him? Is it a wing? Is it a hand?
No.
What is...
It's a, I think the range is, the range is 60 feet. So...
They're not that far from you. You can definitely...
Okay. So as I hit that kick flip, as I land, I land and I point and I'm like, no. Cause I'm not clever enough for puns yet, but I'm just like, no. And he freezes up, and the motorbike goes awry.
110%. All of you see this. As they were making way in front of you, as they were still on ahead, as they were seeming to pick up speed and get closer to this vehicle than you, while also taking shots at you from the sidecar, suddenly the driver of this car just seizes up, and the car the motorcycle ends up crashing into the side of, like, he locks up entirely, and just it goes off to the side, and there is a large bang and a puff of debris as this bike is no longer in front of you, in your way, in your path. Success. And we actually also had a donation in that time, and I rolled it. Latia, you have an advantage to use when you would like. So you make your way down the street, you've cleared the path, there's a direct line of sight between all of you and this large, heavy, armored vehicle, and as you are making your way, you can see up ahead a very busy intersection coming up in the path of the armored vehicle. It is a 4-way stop. You can see further on ahead, much further down the way, you can see in the direction the car is headed towards the spaceport, not far from where y'all came from, where the room and board, where you had just been resting before all of this commotion started. There's a moment as you see cars passing and you hear honking as the armored vehicle does not stop or wait its turn at this intersection. It barrels through. A bunch of other cars have to stop to get into an accident off to the side. There's also a large truck that seems to be now continuing through, that is going to be blocking the intersection by the time y'all get there. I need everyone to make me either a wisdom or intelligence check to try and figure out a method of not crashing into this extremely large transport vehicle that is about to completely cover this intersection right in front of you, that you are headed at very high speeds towards. Please tell me how you would like to do this. Oof.
That feels like, yeah.
I'm using my advantage.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
That feels like a piloting.
Yep.
So let's... I'm gonna use my advantage.
Okay, wow. Thank you, everyone who has donated advantage.
Oh my God.
These are going away. Oh, boy.
Don't say that.
Ooh, my. I'm not just looking at this number here in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
When you're talking that, it's clearly it's a very large, efficient, successful number.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was only a 5, right?
21. So it's definitely a 21.
Lucian, how would you like to deal with
That
this
roll?
situation? Yeah, please do.
Alright.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh
Man, we don't think.
Wow.
Had him,
I,
you know, thoughts.
I had a good plan in mind,
So did I, but we
but
out here.
my roles have changed my
Oh, I should have rolled an investigation. Oh, that would have been the smart thing to do. Fuck.
We don't make smart choices, BB.
This
Oh,
isn't
rolled a
team smart
13.
choices.
No.
It's team crash.
Yes.
This is team.
This is Team Decimate
This is team Decimate.
I'm here for that.
on this big truck.
Oh my goodness.
This truck about to decimate us.
Yeah.
What if
yeah.
we add all our numbers together?
I should
That
have
powers
shot it.
combined.
Can at least one of us make it?
I should have
Shot,
shot
can I
that
throw a
truck.
grenade at it? I got that ancient grenade.
Oh
Only do
my
that.
god.
Grenade belt.
I've still
No.
been holding on it.
No. No.
I'm
This might
pretty
blow
sure.
us up.
I'm pretty sure you scienced that grenade and already discovered. Remember when you were at the bar?
Oh,
You
yeah.
already researched the grenade and you
It doesn't blow up.
The contents are so old.
They're inert.
Yes.
They're pretty much inert. Yeah.
I stole this for
basically,
no reason.
Latia,
Yes.
you used your advantage to get a 23.
Yes.
You are the only one making it. Do you make your way over the truck? Do you make your way under? How would you like to do this?
The idea that I had was because we ended up splitting and I was coming at it from a different direction, I was able to catch it a little bit before everybody else. So yeah, I'm just gonna like matrix slide under this truck.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna lean back on the hoverboard and I'm gonna limbo under this truck and it's gonna look real cool.
All right. I'm very sorry.
Does this truck not have an under?
Oh no, you got this. You're good.
Oh.
Absolutely, Keone. Like this truck pulls out in front. You see this big armored tank barrel through this intersection. Several other cars are unable to stop, and they are in trouble. However, this as soon as it makes it through, you see this large transport truck coming through, blocking your path. Keone, because you were all the way at the back, you do have that time to kind of like maneuver yourselves. The other three of you, there is so little time to deal with this. You are going to crash and take some bludgeoning damage. I'm gonna say none of you like failed terribly. Because of your rolls and things like that. I'm gonna say you all managed to like try and avoid it and kind of nick and bounce around it. Who had the lowest? Unfortunately, PB, you are gonna be stuck a little bit behind. Lucian and Zion, you do make it around after taking a little bit of bludgeoning damage. All of you are going to take 2d6. 6. I did not roll very well for that. Please, all of you take 2d6. Zion and Lucian, you managed to kind of like ping off the back of this truck, and you are kind of thrown to the side, but still have enough momentum to continue on and make your way through. Dr. Summer, you are not so lucky. I'm gonna say you're stunned for a round.
Mm-hmm.
But you can get out. You are not. You are hurt. You are stunned, but you are okay. You're gonna be able to shake this off. You can see your friends after a moment of seeing stars. You will be able to catch up with your friends. Up ahead, you see the transport vehicle is now passing the very same room and board where y'all had been, and you can see standing just outside their room is Paladek and Jensen. They seem to have just come out to see what all this commotion is about. No. Sorry, I was reading for a second. If anyone notified... No, I don't think any of you did. So, you see them by their armored vehicle. Like, they have that sort of, like, pimped out truck of their own that is there. But they are just observing, at this moment, the situation. And in a last-ditch effort, the vehicle seems to try and turn. The armored vehicle that you are following seems to try and turn as if almost to get away from you, but it doesn't quite manage. It ends up swerving around and facing kind of back in your direction. You see those lights go on, and you hear an engine rev, and it starts making its way backwards in your direction, almost. It seems to be playing chicken with all of y'all. You can try and either dodge make a performance check or try and intimidate to try and stop this vehicle that is making its way down the street towards all of you right now. How does each of you... How would the Keon,
dodge
Zion,
work?
and Lucian... it is coming towards you. If you dodge, all you were doing is getting out of the way, and you are going to be prone for half a second. If you dodge, you are at a bit of a disadvantage. Yeah, that's... You can use any sort of charisma-based intimidation or performance check to try and win at this game of chicken against this driver who is currently now driving this vehicle at all of you.
Oh, so you said, can I use performance?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna do my performance roll. So, would that be good enough? So I look at the driver as we're going at it, and I pull out that ancient grenade bomb, and I said,
yes.
I'll just have my fingers out with it, just like 5, 4, 3, counting down to scare them as I try to dart ahead of them. And hopefully they chicken out.
Perfect. That is exactly perfect. Zion and Keon, how would you like to deal with this? This car is careening at you.
Deception to try to almost bob and weave, as if I'm going one way to try to get them to lean one way, and then actually commit to it and go further into it.
Okay, perfect.
That sounds cool.
23.
Oh, dang. Yep.
Much
okay.
better than usual.
Yep, that sounds good.
That looks cool, but I am true to my face, a very large bird. So I'm going to dodge.
Okay, do it.
What do I roll?
To dodge, you can roll agility, acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Okay, I'll roll acrobatics. Great. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm so done.
Mm.
I'm so done. That's great. I'm such a chicken. I can't even decide how I'm going to dodge.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
You know how there's fight or flight, and you're demonstrating freeze right now?
I'm hey right now. Literally, I haven't moved and I'm just shrieking.
Oh my God.
That's how you're doing it. You're intimidating them on accident. Ah!
Amazing.
Exactly.
Oh, very good. Very good. Very good. This is amazing. Dr. Summer, you have shaken yourself off enough that you are just making your way enough here that you can see this scene as it happens. This car has turned around. It is facing your friends. It is coming down towards them. Lucian is headed straight on towards it, holding out this grenade and counting down with fingers. Zion is ducking and diving, and you can see the car attempt to kind of look between them and kind of attempt to follow. Keon, I'm gonna say you try to make a smooth dive and end up actually kind of rolling and landing into Paladek and Jensen, and just whoosh, the three of you go kind of flying in towards the wall of the room and board. You take and put it down. You take three damage for that. And the other two of you so thoroughly, the driver of this car, you can see Sir Heliohorus gritting his teeth kind of thing. I don't know if he has teeth, he has a beak. Gritting his beak in frustration, refusing to go, but then seeing Lucian count down this bomb, seems to look for a safer path, sees Zion duck and dive, seems to want to take you out, but ends up completely losing it as you hear the screech of that tire you destroyed, of metal on the street, and it misses the both of you entirely, almost losing control. There is a shower of sparks. There is a sound of shrieking metal, and the getaway vehicle actually, from this damage it took, seems to like lose control, barrel over, and actually crash a few dozen feet just away from you into a bunch of construction and leftover debris from the spaceport. There is metal sticking through very much a lot of this car. You can see, even from where all of you are, Dr. Summer, even from where you are, Keon, as you brush yourself off and get up with Paladek and Jensen, all of you are able to see very clearly that the driver has not made it through this wreck. And Professor Oren as well seems to have a pole sticking out of him. However, after a moment, there is some flickering, and Professor Oren disappears, and it is very clear that the professor was a hologram. That was not him. And up ahead of you, not that far away, just out of your reach, you can see a ship with the landing down, and you can hear shouting, muffled shouting of someone who is bound and gagged, and you can see the real Professor Oren fighting and screaming against hands as he is being carried by some of those fake security officers towards a ship. And as you look up, all four of you can see and recognize a very fancy lady from the bar, only she's not wearing a red dress anymore. She's wearing a space jumpsuit. And you see her direct the officers to put Professor Oren on her ship. You see her give all of you a look and a wink as she follows through onto her own ship. And the deck rises and the ship starts to take off. I will allow you all of you see this. This is just probably like 100 feet away, down towards the space dock. If you remember, you are just around the room and board, which is just off of the spaceport. All of you are free to act at this point, as you can see the so-called Dr. Kane, as she told you, taking Professor Oren onto a ship and seeming to get ready to leave the spaceport with him in tow. What would all of you like to do? Up ahead, you can also see a like the spaceport security offices, where there is one actual security officer, very clearly to all of you now, as you are easily able to recognize them, having fought both the real ones and the fake ones. One of them is helping another one up over there, and just ahead of them, those are much closer to you at the entrance, and this is happening at the launch pad of the spaceport, where this ship is starting to get ready to go.
So what? I guess we have to find a ship.
I hate
Yeah.
I hate her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her.
Not happy.
What types of ships do we see, like, in the port? At just a quick glance.
At a quick glance, you can see a lot of different, like, the people that come here, there's a mix of ships. There's some small sporty things, there are some bigger, there's a lot of transport vehicles, there's a lot of ships just here, just docking to deliver a lot of equipment and stuff like that. A little bit further away, you can see there is one ship that is unlike any other. It is round, as opposed to every other ship that seems to have the same sort of basic pointed shape. It is several stories tall. It is extremely unique, and all of you can recall that Professor Oren is famous for his device that lets you travel through space and through the dark dead zones, and that he has been testing it on his own ship. his own ship, which he made himself, that he has completely customized, that is famous for its uniqueness, if you will.
I want that one.
I mean, we have to return his ship to him. It's the only thing we are capable, we should do.
Are you coming up with sneaky lies? I like this. Let's do it.
I just want to mess with it.
Yeah, Lucian, I would say that you, as a science fanboy, if you will, this ship is like famous for all. Professor Oren is known for his unusual, unique methods of science, his unusual testing of things, and for his sheep, like I said, which he has made himself and is like no other in the galaxy.
So Lucian quickly says, "Hey guys, we need to go save him, but I'm more interested in the ship. Let's go in there." As he's like walking off, hopping off his board, and dashing towards it.
I mean, there's nothing saying that we can't do both at the same time. If we save him, he is also the one who knows the most about the ship, so we should just take the ship to him.
I'm already messing with it. He's
Yeah.
just at the door, just marveling at it.
You're actually able to, as you head in towards the spaceport, those two actual security officers that are down and covering kind of the entrance of the spaceport, they catch you right as you see this very fancy red ship take off with the woman formerly in a red dress, the supposed Dr. Cameron Kane. As it takes off, they see you all coming in here, and they say, "Oh, yes, please, here, all the ships have to check in. We have," and they actually will hand you a card with a code and everything you need to get in on this ship. Please, they took the professor. That was the only thing we were supposed to stop. That's his ship. That really weird one over there. That's his. It's one of a kind. I don't know exactly. I don't know. We try not to like mess with it. It's I think it's called the Caliber. It's really, but please, if you can stop them, that's. And they'll hand you this card that will allow you to access this one-of-a-kind spaceship.
Thank you.
That was easy.
That was too easy. I'm
No.
grateful.
Let's do it.
I mean, you've been having a hard day. Let yourself have a win. Just.
Oh, thanks, Jess.
All right, let's go to space.
Space.
All right. So perfect. There is a lot, even after all this, there's a lot of stuff in this spaceport that's very automated. So there's still like drones buzzing around you, making their way through the docking bay. There are so many ships lined up on the edge of the hangar. And like I said, there's some fancy ones, but mostly there's just ones with transport, that just transport items and things. And this one particular ship stands out to you. It's a circular vessel. It is rising 3 stories tall. It has a long nose that ends in what is very clearly a cockpit encased in a distinctive tinted glass. It has architecture that suggests some sort of chaotic blend of engineering and magic from across the galaxy. The ship's hull is coated with various patchy layers of faded white paint, and electric blue lights glint along the sides. There's 2 flat moon-shaped wings that protrude out of the sides, and as you near the ship, the card actually lights up in your hand. Lucian, I think you were the one that was going forward, so I'm gonna say you have this sort of card, and it actually kind of lights up in sort of a flashing blue that matches the blue on the wings. The gangplank lowers, and from inside you hear a voice. "Welcome back, Professor."
Yes, it is me, the professor. We need to use your ship. What's your name, computer?
Did you just lie to the, I need you to roll a deception check to lie to this.
It probably would know.
Yes, it is me, the professor. We need to use
Oh
you.
my god.
That's well deserved.
The voice kind of, you actually hear a bit of a sigh coming from inside the ship itself. You are not the professor.
That was
Professor's
just a
been
test.
kidnapped. Professor's been kidnapped. We are his bodyguards. We did a shit job of it. We need to use you to get to him. Too many questions. Let's go.
The professor has been kidnapped. Please come aboard. And you see like the gangplank lights up and is like almost directing you inside. As you all enter, you can see the inside of this kind of start lighting up in exactly a pattern to lead you to the front of the ship and the cockpit. All systems are ready to depart. Where are we going?
We're following the red one.
I'm gonna need someone to choose to get into the pilot seat of this ship. Who would like to head to the cockpit? I mean, you
think
can
I
all
might
head
have
to
the
the
best
cockpit, but who
piloting
wants
skills.
to?
I wouldn't recommend me.
I'm
think-
literally pushing Zion to the front of the car.
I'll be like, what does this button do? Shoots like a bomb. Like, oh, that's
I wonder if I
crazy.
can link into the ship itself.
Ooh.
That'd be cool.
I'm giving you a
Mind
new
melding.
mom, Keon.
I'm sorry.
I have a mom.
Second mom.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I'm gonna go to the cockpit.
Amazing. Thank you. Welcome. My name is Cal. I am the voice of the Caliber. I am the ship of Dr. Professor Oren. He has created me. Welcome aboard. Where we are following, you said a red ship?
Yes.
Please wait 1 second as I scan, and it's you, like, the lights kind of dim. One ship has just exited the starport. Is that who we are following?
Yes. Please, with haste.
All right, I need everyone to take security measures to seat themselves somewhere safely, please.
I think they are seated. Let's go.
You hear the ship closing up, the lights sort of dimming. What are all of you? So Zion, you're taking the front seat?
Yeah, and I'm gunning it. Like, probably not waiting.
I like Elastigirl stretch my arms to grab onto like the nearest wall or just a stable thing. Just like, oh god.
Got a blast.
You without asking the AI, you're just gonna blast out of the. Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll me a piloting. If you succeed, I'm gonna need everyone to roll me a dexterity, unless you tell me where you have put yourself in the ship.
I'm probably sitting next to Zion, even though I'm not like touching anything. You just like push him up to the cockpit, sit down, and then like sit down next to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when you're on like a tram or a train, and there's those poles that you can hold on to, that you hold on for dear life because you got on too late, and the train's about to go. I try to find something like that as close to me as possible.
So I'm definitely gotta roll dexterity. So I feel like my character, would just be running around the entire ship the whole time. Like, what's this? What's that? What's going on? This is cool. And it shakes. So I'm gonna roll that first.
Yep.
But I caught myself on something I
Oh
found.
damn.
Some type of pole or whatever's in the ship to like hold on and say, okay, maybe I should focus. Maybe we level out.
Perfect. Yeah. Lucian, you sorry, Doctor, I know Keon said you sat down right in the front in the cockpit with Zion. Dr. Summer, you grabbed onto something with your super elastic arms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is fair. Lucian, there is a shudder, like a real quick like whoof. But you managed to grab onto something. Zion, you slam into the to the console to trying to get it to start, and the ship jolts and then stops for a second, and you hear Cal come back on. You could have asked nicely. I will help you if you want to go. We are following the ship and as quickly as possible.
Yes, please.
All right then. And then after that, and after that, the ship, you hear like a whirring as things like several things in different places. There's a really normal sound for when a ship starts up, for when it gets ready to go, for when it takes off into space. This ship doesn't make any of those normal noises. This ship is, no matter what ship you've been on before, nothing is like this before. Nothing is, Zion, nothing on the console is where it should be. Everything looks completely custom. Everything on this ship looks done by hand. The noises that start, it's not bad. It's not unsettling. It's just unusual. And it starts up. There's sort of a slow, smooth start, which you all feel, and then you absolutely launch out of this spaceport.
That's exactly what I wanted.
You are now in the unique spaceship, the Caliber, Professor Oren's own ship, following after the Dr. Cameron Kane, your good friend in the red dress from the bar. This is all
might
very
not be
good.
good.
I'm gonna say we're gonna stop here for now, and I'm gonna let y'all head into space. You are in space. You are in a space chase. Good luck, friends. This is going to get
Spacey.
Spacey, definitely spacey.
Got you.
You are out of the docking bay. You are in space, y'all. I hope y'all ready.
We did
I
it.
hope you did it.
Hooray.
You launched a ship into space. That's
Ooh.
That was the only goal we had. The only goal for the session today was to get into space, and
Now we
did
can't
it.
shoot down their ship.
Do it.
You don't know what Professor Gogglefogger has on the ship. You haven't
That's true.
asked.
What if he?
You
What if he?
really need to hurry.
Oh, what if he kidnapped himself?
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be amazing. He's like, I was
That'd
just
be a
testing
conspiracy.
y'all.
That'd be the ultimate conspiracy.
I love how like absolutely like unwilling to trust you now are.
I want you
You're
to
just-
know, I never trusted that lady in red, and I never trusted the freaking captain.
That
And
feel
both
we
of
trusted
them
all
were
of
the
them.
guys.
I trusted all of them. I was like, somebody will reveal themselves sooner or later. Captain Morris seemed like a nice captain.
Mm-mm.
She was a nice lady.
Never liked him.
No, never.
Jess, if he kidnapped himself,
That'd be
I'm gonna
amazing.
I'm sending a strongly worded email to Mage.
You can do
Oh.
that. You absolutely can do that. But in the meantime, let's go around and hi Freds. Tell me who you are, where we can find you, and tell me your favorite moment about this episode. Hey Freds. what was your favorite thing that happened today? Was it going to space? Was it doing space? Was it getting hoverboards and threatening teens?
Can I go first?
Yes, please. Please tell us who you are, where we can find you, what cool stuff you're up to, and your favorite moment of today.
Hi, I'm Gabe James Games on Twitch, pretty much anywhere else. I'm a tabletop and digital designer. I'm one of the designers on the Into the Motherlands project that Cypher of Terror is working on. I just worked on a book that was announced for Paizo that is a book delving into the Mwangi Expanse, which is a lot of fun. I'm working on a bunch of other projects. My favorite moment tonight was offering the kids my laser sword. And if you go to my Twitter page at Gabe James Games, you can actually find that clip with a beautiful little extra bit when Jess made the face that looked like I sent her into a sense of concern that had never been discovered before. That is easily one of my favorite moments, and I live for it. Okay, that's it.
Awesome. We're gonna go backwards around. So we'll ask you next, PB. Hi, PB. How are you today? Who are you? Where can we find you? What cool stuff are you up to? What was your favorite thing today?
Hi, I'm PB from PB Plays Inside, and my favorite thing today was decimate. Just
Decimate.
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 And what I'm doing, it doesn't matter because you should be concerned about what our amazing DM GoJG is doing. Our amazing GM today, and also the owner of this channel, and she does amazing things all week. From running games on her channel, from playing games on her channel, and doing just wonderful things. Don't forget to follow her at all her social media accounts. Go, support her Patreon or her Ko-fi. She is looking to upgrade her computer, I'm just saying. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to follow and subscribe the channel.
You're a monster. I put so many how dare emotes in the chat. Thank you so much. Dave, how you doing? Tell us who you are, where we can find you, and what your favorite thing about today was.
I'm doing great. My name is Data Dave. You can find me at twitch.tv/DataDave. I stream every day, 7 to 12 a.m. Eastern. I do voice acting, and you can find me on Twitter at DataDaveTV. Favorite moment? It was sad, but yes, giving bombs and lasers to children. Didn't know we were going there, but I was like, oh, this is fun. He gave him a sword. I have bombs. Yeah, use those. I don't know what they'll do. We'll see what happens.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, fun times. Good vibes.
That was so good.
Oh boy.
They were teleportation bombs. They weren't the worst bombs you even have.
You're right. I wonder how they'll use them. The world will never know.
That was so good. I was actually really hoping that you would get down from the building via teleportation, but the fact that you rolled it into like a performance for the children So good. Thank you so much. Next up is Latia.
It me. Hi. Latia Jaquise across all the social medias. I am also working on Into the Motherlands with Gabe James Games and Cypher of Tyr and all the other wonderful Black and POC people who are delivering us into a blacker, brighter future. You can also catch me in 2 weeks. Rivals of Waterdeep starts again. Twitch.tv/Rivals of Waterdeep. Next Friday, also, once I get the time on this, you can catch me probably at twitch.tv/GaryCon for the GaryCon Autumn Revel. I will be playing at a game that Friday morning, afternoonish. Other than that, I spend most of my time on Twitter, spewing forth the thoughts that run in my mind as a stream of consciousness. So, you ever want to know how I feel about a thing on a certain day, just check Twitter, because I will not hesitate to tell you.
Perfect.
And my favorite part of today was finally make the pop out of me. Seriously.
Amazing. I love it. This was thank you all so much for this. Y'all crack me up. I'm glad we have Team Decimate. I feel like there's also like Team Science. You scienced some things. You blew up some things. You did some murder. You traded some teens some weapons for their boards. It was very good. And now y'all are in space. So
Yep.
I hope y'all ready. Start thinking about what you're gonna do in space on this spaceship. You've already definitely made a very good impression with the AI. All of you, very good. Excited for that. But yeah, thank you all so much. All y'all here, thank you so much. Really quickly to say thank you to Roll20 for the Roll20 Spotlight Program, who we are using for this stream, for all our rolls and everything like that. Check them out, roll20.com. And we want to thank Mage Hand Press, who makes all the dark matter material and lots of other cool stuff. They make the cool classes like the Alchemist that Lucian is playing, the Binder, which is really like, I still need to wrap my head around that one. There's some really, really cool content. Go check out all they're doing. They have an entire collection of supplements for D&D. And stuff like that. And don't forget, please go check out all these cast members. Throw on their links if you're hanging out right now in Twitch. Their links are in the chat. If you come and watch this later over on YouTube after I clean up the video and edit out all the embarrassing stuff I did, you'll find the links down below where you can find all these cool people. Go check them out. Go follow their Twitters. Go follow them on all the places where they're doing stuff. Watch their shows. Back their stuff. All that good stuff. Thank you all so much for being here. And please come back next week. Same time, well, we're hitting the finale, y'all. I hope y'all are ready, because next episode is the last episode. And thank goodness, we're ending off this space show in space. Which is so heckin' exciting. You know, that's as it should be, I feel like. I'm really glad. Oh, what's my favorite moment? So many. I do love that y'all traded kids weapons. I mean, they weren't kids, they were teens. Let's be
Yeah.
I want to be clear. You didn't hand any like young children weapons.
I'll be responsible somehow.
Yeah, you handed some teens some objects, and I'm sure it'll go fine. But also, oh god, there were so many moments. All y'all getting excited for Decimate. Trying to get Keon on board for Decimate was very, very good. I love Team Science. All the times that just Science is shouting out, can I just say I love anytime that y'all are just, this is just for science. This is because of science. This is just science. Makes me very happy. And also Lucian just holding up the bomb and counting down. That was so immediately perfect when I was like, you're in a game of chicken. What you gonna do? And Lucian's like, oh, pfft, I got this.
I'll tell you.
let me tell you exactly what we're gonna do. So let's go read Dave. Speaking of Dave, let's go read Dave. Dave streams Dave streams every day. Did you know that Dave streams every heckin' day? I don't know how you do it. Dave is gosh, sorry, my mouth is super tired. Dave is also a member of Rainbow Arcade, which is a cool it's a really cool heckin' stream team that some other folks here are also on. That's a lovely streamer team full of LGBTQIA plus folk that are it's just a cool place to be. So let's go raid Dave, show him some love, support him in his show, and see what else he's up to tonight. Go bother Dave, friends.
Thank you.
And please come back next week for more Conspiracy in the Stars. Who knows what will happen next, but I'm sure it'll be good. And it's happening in space, so that's pretty sweet. Thank you all so much. Have a good night. Take care. We'll see you around. Bye, everyone.